The second race of the weekend at the Red Bull Ring, and round 10 of DTM 2021. Just 26 thousandths of a second had separated the top two in qualifying, and it was the pole sitter in the BMW, Marco Wittmann, that just edged it into turn one ahead of Liam Lawson. 1 or 2 ran wide going through turn one. Meanwhile, on the run up the hill towards turn 3, it was side by side in the battle for third place. Sheldon van der Linde having qualified third, but Max Scotts, with some success weight on the car, challenging in the Mercedes around the outside. He had his nose in front, but the South African had the inside line, and just behind, a tight battle for 5th place with Philip Ellis and Lucas Auer, the home hero, the Austrian driver, trying to get a second points finish of the weekend. On the run then downhill into turn 4, the top two edging clear, but again this battle for third with Maxi Gotts trying to come around the outside of Sheldon van der Linde, Lucas Auer trying to come around the outside of Philip Ellis. Brave efforts, but neither came off, so it was Sheldon van der Linde holding on to third place. However, things were about to go very wrong again. Max Scotts charging through on the exit to turn 1, and Sheldon van der Linde suddenly tumbling down the order. Having qualified 4th in race 1, he'd had a DNF, and this time it looked like something similar was going to happen. It transpired a puncture. The South African headed for the pit lane, and ultimately it would be a 3rd consecutive retirement. No contact, just a right rear puncture, and his bad luck continued. Liam Lawson had pitted 1 lap later than Marco Wittmann. He'd been a second adrift, but somehow the AF Corsa team got him out ahead of the German driver, and the 2-time champion now found himself a couple of seconds down on Liam Lawson. Could he fight back in the second half of the race? So the net leader, the first of the pit stoppers, Liam Lawson, getting his tyres up to temperature. Marco Wittmann desperately trying to catch up to him, but he now had his work cut out to try and find a way past the Ferrari. Meanwhile, Liam Lawson's teammate Alex Albon had a puncture and lost part of his Michelin tyre. He'd already made his mandatory stop, so it was a second pit stop for the tyre driver, and that ultimately would put him a lap down. No luck today for the Nürburgring race winner. Nico Müller opted to stay out late again and led the race, but he was gobbled up by the Ferrari, which came past on the run into turn 3. Crucial, because Marco Wittmann had started to come back at Liam Lawson. He got the gap down to 0.6 seconds. However, he had to wait another lap, Marco Wittmann, before he could find a way past the Swiss driver, which he did duly into turn 1. But the gap had once again doubled and was back out to 1.2 seconds, with time beginning to run out. Liam Lawson controlling things at the head of the field, but once again Marco Wittmann started to apply the pressure, started to catch up, and going into the final 2 turns on the final lap of the race, the BMW got as close as it had ever been. Liam Lawson getting the stress levels up going into turn 10, because the BMW was all over him as they ran towards the checkered flag. Nose to tail they headed for the line, but Lawson held on to take the victory by just 0.2 of a second.
Yes, masterclass. Fucking hell, that was great. Great race, Liam. Great race.
Yes, guys, yes. Good job, really, really good job. Oh my god, that was close. Yeah, he was backing off and pushing again. I had no idea. I was maxed out, absolutely maxed out.
So another victory for Liam Lawson, and scoring 55 points from a possible 56 across the course of the weekend here in Austria. From being 49 points adrift of the championship leader at the start of the weekend, he's now just 12 points behind, back up into second place in the championship, and with 3 weekends to go. Liam Lawson, the winner then of round 10 of DTM 2021. Marco Wittmann second, and third place to Max Scotts, who is now third in the championship table, as we head next to Assen in the Netherlands.